My wife manipulated me into an open marriage as a test, secretly tracked my every move, spied on me when I met someone, and is now trying to ruin my life. Hello, Reddit I+ here. It all started about a year ago. Lisa and I were having dinner, just another quiet evening at home. Out of nowhere, she drops this bomb on me. "Mark," she says, "I've been thinking, maybe we should try opening up our marriage." I laughed at first, thinking she was joking. But no, she was dead serious. She started talking about how it could be this great way to strengthen our bond and rediscover ourselves. She even brought up articles she'd read, stories of couples who did it and were supposedly happier than ever. I wasn't on board, not even close. I told her it sounded like a terrible idea, like something that would ruin everything we'd built. But Lisa can be very convincing when she wants to be. She framed it as this test of trust, a way to prove how solid we were. "You don't have to do anything if you don't want to," she said, smiling like it was no big deal. "I just think it would help us grow as individuals and as a couple." I didn't want to be the bad guy, the one holding us back. So eventually, I gave in. She laid down these ground rules to make it safe. We'd both have to be upfront about any interactions, no sneaking around. We'd respect each other's boundaries and, most importantly, it would only happen if both of us agreed. Looking back, I realize how naive I was. At first, nothing happened. We were still just us. I didn't even think about pursuing anyone. But Lisa, she seemed different, confident, energized. She started going out more, dressing up like she hadn't in years. I asked her about it, and she brushed it off. "It's just nice to feel good about myself," she said. Then came the night she told me she had met someone. She dropped it so casually, like she was telling me she'd run into an old friend. My stomach dropped, but I tried to play it cool. After all, this was her idea. I thought maybe I'd try too. Not because I wanted to, but because it felt like I had to, just to keep things even. So I downloaded one of those dating apps. I didn't expect much. And then I met Jenna. Jenna was sweet, funny, and kind in a way I hadn't felt in years. We met for coffee, nothing serious, just to talk. I told her everything, that I was married, that this was a weird situation I'd been roped into. She listened without judgment, even laughed about how ridiculous it all sounded. For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. But then things got weird. I noticed Lisa was acting strange, asking way too many questions about my dates. She'd casually mention places I'd been, even though I hadn't told her where I was going, and then it hit me. She was tracking me. I checked my phone and found it. A tracking app I didn't even know was there. She'd been spying on me the whole time. When I confronted her, she didn't deny it. Instead, she twisted it all around. "I was just making sure you were being honest," she said, like I was the one who had done something wrong. But it didn't stop there. She somehow found out about Jenna, probably by snooping through my messages. And then she started harassing her. Fake social media accounts, nasty messages, even rumors spread at Jenna's work. Lisa was unraveling, and I was caught in the middle. She accused me of falling in love and breaking the rules, even though she was the one who had pushed for this mess in the first place. I ended things with Jenna, not because I wanted to, but because I couldn't let her get dragged through Lisa's chaos. Now, Lisa is trying to ruin my life. She's telling our friends and family that I cheated, that I broke her trust. She's painting herself as the victim, like this whole thing wasn't her idea from the start. I've started seeing a lawyer, trying to figure out how to get out of this marriage with as little damage as possible. But the emotional toll? It's a lot. The worst part is, I keep wondering how I let it get this far. How I let her manipulate me into something I knew wasn't right. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Lesson learned the hard way. Trust your gut. And don't let anyone convince you to compromise your values in the name of trust.